It was a big first half from Palmyra. They're in a very ideal position for the way they want to play this second half. It's 28-10. Carbonet getting us set, getting us ready. And we're back underway. McCabe sends one high. They let this one bounce. Associates need to just organise underneath it. Now settling just outside their 22, but there's a turnover. Chance Cunningham gives it out to his wing. Back inside to Cunningham, gets brought down 5 metres out from the line. This is a big early start here for Palmyra. Early points on the board. Associates don't like chasing as it is, and if they get this margin out any further, it's going to be massive. Mahaki brought down short. Fading out, Leighton short, finding wide, out to the opposite wing Marshall. Marshall brought down, gets the pop off though, inside ball. Brought to ground, just enough support there to survive.
Thank you. Use.
Ball comes spinning out now. Centre field here for Gooley. Brought to ground, no. Busting leg drive through. Now one out from the line again. Big chance here. Diving at the line, Palmyra. Could they be over here? Might just be short. Has to be inches. Ball's available. No. And a little bit of handbags after. We'll have a talk about it. So brought down across the line. First by Palmyra, wasn't held up, ball was available but off the floor. And so now dotted down by Associates, will have a 22 dropout. Lalaga sends this one deep to the middle. Fullback for Palmyra, straight through once again. Needs to find an option. Cover defense was coming though. Still on his feet, manages to buy time for support. Does really nice there. Across the back, trying to find ball runners. Leg drive short. McCabe, short ball, straight through. Palmyra go over. And they're going to get the first of the second half. Tui Makaki is going to dot this one over. And Associates are in a world of trouble now early in the second half. And it's going to be 33-10. Just a lot of pressure being built on this Associates defense in the last 15 minutes of play or so. Couple of replacements to come on now as well. Replacing Risa Napu. And number 21 to be Hayden Whitney Lloyd. I was surprised to see him actually starting in the reserve grade side. Played only one half of footy there and then was brought straight to the bench and took the jersey off. And I think this is exactly the reason why now, even though they're dominating, they've brought him straight on for the second half of this clash here. And McCabe dots over the extra 2. So 35-10. And we're only 3 to 4 minutes into the second half. Associates are going to have to hold on to some ball. And really start retaining things if they're going to get back into this contest. It was a brilliant break from the fullback from Palmyra. And then you watch here as he just darts backwards and across himself. Just buys himself that little bit of extra time for the support to arrive. As this one goes deep. And now the clearing kick from the fullback isn't his best, but it's into touch nonetheless. Fullback as well, just being informed now. Manahira Eden. Off the top, Phillips. Short ball for Lalaga, almost gets through the hole.
You're off now, 6!
Slow ball, penalty advantage. Opportunity for Associates to try something as they enter the 22 here now. High tackle's the call. Pick and drive thrown forward. Now at 10-35. Plenty of footy left in the half. It's not the worst result to just take the points. I know many would disagree, but you probably think they're going to have to look to the corner and start scoring some tries quickly. Nudging to the corner nicely, probably still going to be about 8 out. Associates, 5-man. Up at 6. No engage. Smarts again from the Palmyra line out formation. They decide to stand off. Phillips feeding a forward runner. And again, this time Lynch hit up squarely.
Backwards.
Now backwards, Ingram running into a wall of Palmyra, and suddenly Associates on the back foot back towards their 22, balls out. Ryan O'Keefe has to take this one to ground. They need to reset and settle, start calling some attacking plays here, Associates. Quattrell.
Lost.
And now Sawney. Phillips gets caught in the contest advantage, will come back offside. Just had his feet in front of the last man there, and Phillips has a crack quickly. The players were onside, deemed by the referee. Ingram fills in at half. Little chip and chase over the top. Opportunity needs to be quick. Off the crossbar. It's going to make it bounce too far. Gee, you don't see that one every day. Little chip and chase over the top. Looked like he could have had a chance there off the bounce, but it's just come off the crossbar. And it's gone over, dead ball. So we'll have a 22 dropout. Deep ball. Settles underneath. Ingram across the back. Finds Ben Moram. No obstruction there. Lynch. Lynch out wider. Opportunity for the wing, shrugging off one. It was a good run by Matthew Moore. Short little ball. Not much support. Doing well to keep his feet, but needs to get down now was Bowles. Off-feet potential there, yes.
6 blue off his feet.
6 blue off feet. Phillips has a crack. Now offload comes, and Associates diving towards their own line, lost forward. Will come back for the penalty.
No advantage.
Denver Quattrell just losing that one as he made the line break. But it was 6 blue off feet, Liam Gooley. And the Palmyra fans a little bit on edge. They've got a buffer, but they don't want to see too much of it. Time's off as well.
Yeah, time's off.
Just want to have a little chat with Short, the captain.
Oh, I'm gonna.
So time's still off.
Okay.
Just waiting on a sub. But Associates, 10 minutes into the second half. They're going to need some points, and they're going to need them quickly.
Sub. I'm going back on. Come on.
Time's back on. Kick to the corner. is just in the field of play. So 5 metre line out, Associates feed. Looks like they're setting up a full line, no, dropping one out. Just a 5-man again with flanker at half. Off the top, Ingram flat ball Alaga. Leg drives nicely.
Shoulder.
Set up centre field, 10 from the line here. Sauni, drag to ground. Quick ball recycling out to the right. Opportunities are there. Need to find the second pass here, Associates. The defence is good so far from all the forwards from Palmyra. No way through that hole, Luke Bowes.
Collapse.
Collapse ruck play on. And now the turnover penalty comes Palmyra's way. Not enough support off the second pick and go.
First man on the ball.
And gee, Associates, their heads aren't looking too high at the moment. Things are a little bit quiet from the supporters and the bench. Body language isn't great. This one's not out. Ben Moram fires across Ingram, who looks up, has a darting little look. Now the torpedo comes off the side of the boot. And once again into touch, opportunity is there for Associates to build another attack, but they're a little further out this time. Up at 8. Good line out there. Inside little check ball. Associates very bunched up centre field. They got almost 2 pods of forwards running off each other's hips. Ball comes loosely out. Need to have a little look at the line. O'Keefe gets dragged back a couple in contest. Grabber through. Just making its way into touch. So territory there.
Been touched.
Time off the call from the referee, Kyle. Time's back, line out set. Defensive set up here. Palmyra probably going to look to bring this one down for a second. And just come off the bottom. Short. Fights his way through the first couple, and what an offload out the back door. Now chances back on the inside if he can get the ball back from McCabe. Doesn't know. Fans out right. Grab a kick through is brilliant from McCabe, and it's going to dribble its way into touch nicely. There's a good piece of hands across the back by Hayden Whitney-Lloyd. So now, complete opposite story. Other end of the field, defensive setup here for Associates. Can they clear as well as Pally did? Get in front at 3. Phillips, the replacement centre. Pocket. Alaga. Not too much meterage gain on this one. It's only about 32 out. Full line set. No, just 6. Associates get in front at 4 but miss it. Goes off to the back anyway. Associates get it. And Ingram tries to turn the defense. Eden at the back, who's had quite the game so far, but not so much on his boot. That's 3 in a row that haven't really worked out for him. Maybe needs to stick to his running game because it's been what's working so far. So now, after a mistake, Well, 2 mistakes there from Palmyra. Associates get their gain back. Line out. Palmyra's 10, Associates feed. Couple subs coming on. I do like the term that Palmyra have decided to use this year for their substitutions as well. They're not subs, they're finishers. They're big impact players that come off the bench and try win a game for them. The Lager, flat ball, chances out wide this time for Moore again. Moore not held, gets his support through his opposite winger Pretorius. Phillips has a look short side, then gets the hands off, flirting with the touchline, goes to grubber, but it goes straight into touch that time from Jesse Elliott. So lots of territory being exchanged by both sides right now. Still all the advantage in favour of Palmyra on the scoreboard. Just coming up on 15, got in the second. Brought to ground, Palmyra. Set for box. Whitney Lloyd at the back, sends this one high, gains a couple metres and finds its way over into touch. Off the top, the Lager finding a short ball for, I believe, Lewis. Now Quattrell. Short side again. Sowney intercepted by Short. Short's got a crack, or could it be Marshall? Might be either one. They're hard to tell apart, but I know one thing is they're going to go all the way here. It's a good chase, but the speed is too much, too strong. And Palmyra going to dot another one across the line. I believe it was Chris Miller this time. So 10-40. With a kick to come, and Palmyra have said welcome to the competition. We're here to play this year. They've only had a couple changes. I think just the 2 fresh faces. They're still very young side around the park, but they've been together probably about their 3rd year for most of these boys together now. Some older heads like Cunningham and stuff still managing to find a way to strap the boots on. But certainly look like they're a cohesive unit at the moment. Everyone knows where they're going to be. So 40 points to 10. Kick to come. And the conversion successful as well. So 42-10. Associates set back up on halfway. It looks like that one might just be on the full. No, just bouncing deemed. Palmyra feeds 30 out from their line. 6-man again. But their line out call's probably the only thing that hasn't worked for them this afternoon. A couple have gone over the top now. And just lost forward through the contest. Scrum down, Palmyra ball. 22 minutes to go in the second half. Starting to slow down a little bit, some of the forwards from both teams out there now. I don't think we'll see a drop in skill here. Just waiting for the formations to come together. About 42 out from the Associates line. Both teams set with a flat 4 across the face.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Lots of pressure being put on the Associates' loose head here. Manages to hold his own weight, turned his opposite number inside even. McCabe fires this one wider. Brought to ground about 30 out. Short side opportunity, Eden trying to have a crack at the line. Grubbers through and a chance on the inside for Whitney Lloyd. Doesn't jot it down as well. He's going to find the extra meters. What a crafty little kick underneath. And it's the man that's come after his 1/2 of second grade, comes across, and Hayden Whitney Lloyd goes across for his own try. It was a brilliant little kick on the inside. 47-10 now in favour of Palmyra. Kick to come straight in front. But what a little grubber from Eden after making the break short side. It was a good option by Whitney Lloyd to go short side. Got the hands off. And then while being brought down by 2, Eden manages to get the grubber through. And then Whitney Lloyd just finishes it off under the post nicely for his side. As that one goes over the top 2. So 10-49. Who would have predicted this margin? Always going to be an entertaining game, this one, but not always a high scoring one.
George got 1 goal coming off.
Another sub coming here. Looks like Jaden Lynch's day is done for Associates. And Big Passy Fine has come onto the field with some heavy leg strapping. So he had like a little 10-minute run in the warm-up, a 10-minute warm-up for the reserve grades earlier. So hopefully that means he seems okay. And Associates wanting to bring on a little bit of firepower to finish this game on. McCabe in the pocket, sends it high in centre field. Moran. Lalaga fires this one wider. Big chance for a run for Associates, now getting all the meters out of this one, juicing it, but then brought down from short from behind, and then now causes the turnover, and once again it's a foot race with Chris Miller, brought to ground instead. Couldn't get away from them this time. But what a little passage of play. See McCabe tries to take off there, then gives the hands off.
Thumbs off.
And it might have just been away for the race if it wasn't for that tackle that time. Again, Christopher Miller just dragged into touch and will have time off. So a couple injury replacements coming on here and there. A little bit of water as well for some tired mouths.
Thanks, boys.
Looks like we're all set to go in a second now. Time's back on.
Oh, sorry, we got a man down the back there. Sorry.
No, time back off.
Sorry.
And Car's going to have to go again quickly because then the physio ran off immediately. Time's back, 22 into the second half. Line out, Soaks ball, short man. Lots of ball runners setting up centre field, brought down nicely by Gooley. Short ball goes off this time to Elliott. Phillips, short side for Bowles. Short again. Almost offside, short side as well. Flat play here. Sowney, big no-look short pass. Didn't mind seeing that one. But that one's lost forward in the contact. Counter coming through as well.
Thank you.
Kyle's going to deem play on. No, he's going to go penalty. Could be in from the side. No, we're going to have a little chat about something here.
Just, think back.
Was a messy old ruck. Be interesting to see what happened at the bottom of that.
He's got something. Okay. Time's off.
Yeah, we've got a little flag from the side. George Foster-Jones is going to have a little chat. We'll see if we can hear them.
Okay, I haven't seen anything somewhere around you.
Doesn't have a number on it.
Okay.
Maybe front row. Swinging arms, direct contact.
Okay, with force. Okay. So we've got a swinging arm that's made direct contact with the player's head with force. We're talking fist, forearm. What I'm hearing is that's a red card. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So a little bit hard to make out there, but what we're hearing from the camps is
Let me explain it, guys.
looks like
Yeah.
Big Parsy Fine will have a short stint on the field today.
Force, contact with the head.
Are you sure?
There's no mitigating that at all.
Are you sure?
I'm going by what others have seen.
So the word from the touch judge was, and it's a reliable one from George Foster-Jones, a swinging arm
Yeah, bring him on.
making
bring 'em on.
contact to the head from the forearm
I'm going to find out for you now.
with force. So no mitigating factors.
3 blue.
Arm
Sub.
to the head with force has to be a red card every single time.
7 gold sub.
And 7 gold's going to have a sub as well.
George, where's the mark? George, where's the mark? Yeah. Thank you.
A little bit of gamesmanship
wow.
going on the sidelines as well. Just showing there was no ill intent to his friends.
Yeah, T.
Parsy Fine's just going to find himself on the bench. As we see here, we have a look.
Shot, guys.
Now, it could have been before that, but if it's there, there's not much in it. So they're going to take the points here, take some more time off the clock. We'll see if we can take one more look at it while we've got a second while McCabe sets up here.
We'll see at the next round, boys. We'll then.
So see here, the big man on the far side just has him there, and if it is that one there, he might get off a little bit. Still does make a forearm to the face with force. And it's a very good kick from Finn McCabe in the meantime. So the letter of the law is clear. But I believe the words were swinging arm. It was just a bit of a shove off to the chest. Did make contact with the chin though.
We've got about...
So it's a
Just
tough
under-
little
just
world
under-
here in rugby now. Quick kickoff was taken there by Lalaga. Wants to get this game underway. Taken on by himself. 52-10 the score. Lost forward. Right idea. Couldn't quite hold on to the ball.
Yeah, we'll deal with it now. Your one came off.
Just
the
a little
end.
bit too eager there. Now they're going to have to make another forward replacement, since they have got the red card there. So it's been a good return to rugby for 15 of the men out on the field so far this afternoon. The other 15 probably not so much, but it's good to see it back. We've all been missing a bit of rugby on our Saturday afternoons. I think we're ready to settle in for a long winter to come.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Both teams happy to accept the low hit this time. Jabbing kick comes straight up, and into touch on the full. We'll be heading straight back.
You started in front of them, you need to stop. Yeah.
Not the greatest kick in the world there from Palmyra. It's probably only the fault we could have in their game this afternoon. A few of their kicks have just been a little bit wayward. Short line out goes to the front, but then intercepted once again. They're doing the correct plays to get themselves moving, get the ball flowing. But that's 2 times in a row in the last minute. They've just given the possession back away after doing
Tackle
so.
release. No, release.
McCabe, pocket, and taken back again. So twice in a row, gifted possession going back the way of Associates. And now with a line out inside the 22, it's now or never.
Luke, hold throw. Open up there for you, boys. There you go.
15 minutes to go.
Thank you.
Lots of points left to bridge the gap. Lager favouring the right foot in the second half here, just happy to step inside.
Tackle release.
Brought to ground finally now. Backdoor play, finding its way to the wing. Opportunity now for Moran. Needs to get through the first bit of contact, dives over the line and scores. There's a lot of work left to do, but if they can get a few more pieces of play like that together, Associates could at least have a little crack at this. You see Ben Moran just gets the double cutout pass, double pumps on his outside, rolls through the contact nicely, reaches over the line, and 15 to 52, kicks it come in the corner.
Thank you, mate.
So with all the hurry up play that Lalaga has been imposing in the last 2 minutes, wants to make sure of this kick, taking all of his time. Opportunity to close the gap ever so slightly more. This one just needs a little bit of distance and gets it nicely. Conversion successful. 17 to 52. It's an uphill battle, but I'm sure for the pride's sake, Associates are going to want to narrow this gap and close out this second half, show that there's a little bit something to come back for next week. Long kickoff into the 22. Phillips finds a bit of grass. Bounce is favourable as well. Chases are coming. Whitby Lloyd has to jump on it late. Digging ever so slowly. Eventually getting out and lost forward. Could there be the opportunities coming here now for Associates? Pamaya retiring. Cedars at the back here fishing for the ball. Never really had a full grasp on it and just dishes that one into the dirt. No real way Vita Tupou is going to pick that one up clean. Gone down near side, ball available at the back, so we decide to play. Short ball straight through the gap, almost obstruction, but it was beautifully timed. Associates chance to double up quickly here. Brought to ground inside the 22. Now lost forward off Phillips. No, arms out to the right. Lost forward through the tackle. As we see here, beautiful short ball by Lalago. There's a case for a little bit of obstruction there through the tackle, but it was still a one-on-one that could have been made. It was a handy little run to get them inside the 22, and then, yeah, as you just see, good pick up by Burnett. The tackler's arm wrapping around, just losing that one forward through the contest. Scrum centre field, 10 out. Split 3 and 3 here for Associates. Lager and Moore out to the left. Now Moore settles behind the scrum.
Yeah.
Have a little reset. Burnett not happy.
Ben, just on the 5. On the 5. Let's go boys. Sure. Crouch! Bind!
Big moment in this game.
Set!
10 minutes to go. Chance to get a second quickly.
Too early.
Early shove, far side, free kick comes the way. Phillip goes quickly off the boot. Lalaga gives a chance on the wing, but he loses it forward. All he had to do was really press the wing for a one-on-one leg drive, but Matthew Moore has lost it forward. And into touch the ball goes. You see here, Phillips taps, quickly goes, gets the hands off to the replacement fly half. Lalaga frees the ball up and just gets the palm off a little bit too early to take on Christopher Miller. And Matthew Moore bobbling it into touch. Options here for scrum or line out. Line out. No, scrum is the call.
Down 15 when it's offence from the line up. Okay, cool. Yep, right there, boys.
So scrum.
Rock on.
7 out, 5 in. Short set to run the ball. McCabe in pocket in case things get ugly.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Good shove once again from Associates, but nonetheless Short gets his crash ball. Now McCabe in the pocket, shanking a little bit once again. Doesn't get outside the 22. Attacking opportunity again here for Associates. Stolen at the top, Palmyra back in control. Ball's inside the 22, McCabe heads to the pocket. Clears now, it's not out. Moran with it. Outside opportunity, Pretorius gets the first one beat, tries to go inside, outside, gets made up by a little bit of contest. Phillips now fires at centre field, interception once again. Now offload Cunningham. Cunningham inside ball, Phillips interception again, but he's running the wrong way. Counter ruck coming over the top here strongly. Palmyra could be all over it, but they're off their feet, every single one of them. Lalaga taps, goes, has space, inside ball. Now, Sowney fires it wide, needs to just run straight the big man out here, number 18. Out into the wing, and Associates have another. Ball firing absolutely everywhere in that passage of play. A little bit of hot pockets going on. And Associates end up with one in the corner, moving 22-52. Just closing the gap, trying to get a couple of consolation points in here now. I mean, where do you start with this passage of play? Came off the back. Little opportunity from Palmyra. McCabe centre fielded it. Lots to unpack here. It was a good little option here from Moran to go across the back. Pretorius just shows, fakes, puts on a little bit of speed, gets on the outside, then is able just to dart back in, draws 3, gets the offload Phillips, and then throws it inside. Then the intercept happened once again. You go to Cunningham. Cunningham, his eyes light up. He goes, I've got to try in the first half, I can go again. Phillips tries to escape around the back of the outside. I mean, there's a little bit of everything there. Then Lalaga ends up going straight through the middle. No look over the top. Then Sani fires a double cut out over the top of the defense again. Big man reckons he's in, just fires it off. And the replacement, the number 23, who I don't have a name for, sorry, just gets it in the corner as the kick comes across, and that one's just on the right-hand side of the uprights. 5 minutes to go is the call now. Player down midfield, 22-52. So going to have time off.
sub back on, you'll go.
So it's been a good day at the office for Manahira Eden, for Palmyra, the number 15, just making his way off the pitch now. Seems to have picked up a bit of a leg injury. Had some really good ball running. Needs to have spent a couple more hours on his kicking this week at training. But besides that, he's been sharp. Time's back on, 5 to go in this game. Could leave this one to go, and Foot's just gone in touch. Touchy says no. Lucky to get away with that one, Associates. Phillips. Collapse ruck. Cunningham has to leave the half alone. Sowney.
Tackle assist.
Tackle assist, never release the ball carrier. Penalty the way of Associates. The players down there for Soaks as well, not happy with it. Time off once again, just a little bit of trouble here for Sowney. Grabbing his elbow like it's his arm here. As we have a look at the foot here, was he out? Oh, he's probably just out there on the replay. Couple of blades of grass in it. There you see here. John Sowney's going to get the ball here with his hand out. Looks like it is his right arm, so we'll see which way he falls on it. Yeah, it might have just got trapped. No, it's his left knee. Sorry, right knee. Just got trapped a little awkwardly underneath, a little bit of compression. So it might be his day done now as well. Lots of positives to take out of this game if you're in the Palmyra camp.
I'm pretty happy with setup.
Heaps of chemistry between this team at the moment. One of the most identifiable factors about them.
Positive back, understanding to use it. So
just seem to link up so well with ball in hand, especially through their big centre pairing of Short and Andrilli. Leighton Short continuing on from his form of last year. Once again, the kickoff here. Just slow it down. That foot just there. I think it's fair to say he's copped a couple blades of grass there, so lucky to get away with it. And then we get to see maybe a better look. Strapped up knee that we're looking at. So leg drive solid there, maintains a good body position, gets through the contact, and then just folds inside himself there a little bit. Looks like, yeah, the knee of the tackler was just on it as they made their way to ground beforehand. Might have just twisted a little bit on the inside, I'm going to say. But that'll look to be the end of the day for John Sowney, who's looked really good. Sowney getting ready to make his way off the field now. Has had an impressive day at the office. It's been good to see. I'm sure if he's not too badly injured, we'll see him back very shortly.
Time's back on.
Time's back on. 4.5 to go. Tap and goes the play. They want to have a run. Pretorius fights his way yet 45 out from his own line. Lalaga, good flat ball for Lynch, who got caught in the ruck, but it was the tackler who was caught on the wrong side. Thorgerson giving away the penalty, and now lost forward. So Thorgerson just getting caught not rolling in the previous ruck, then the quick tap once again coming across. Phillips' pass on the way down, just not the greatest, causing a knock on.
Sorry, George. Thank you. It was 3 from the kickoff and we spent about 10 minutes then just land.
scrums have been solid today. Both teams have set a relatively low body position,
Bind.
which is good to see that they're holding a nice low weight, keeping
Set.
those shoulders above the hips. See their great platform from both sides there. Good pitches late in the game, still with heavy tired bodies. McCabe, outside ball, then round the back once again. McCabe tries to jab through, gets block charge down. Little dart. Short, needs a bounce, gets a good one. This is going to be a line out, 21 and a half out. Sorry, 22 and a half out. Touchy not giving Associates the favour of making it inside. Two minutes 10 to go on the clock. Phillips, wide ball, Pretorius with open space to get one more gas burner going again now. Shapes to kick, decides to take the contact, then Moran in the inside. Flat ball across the back. Bowes, centres to the 40. Plenty of numbers out to the left here. Off the boot. Big forwards chasing on here for Soaks. Taken on the inside, Marshall. So Chris Miller it was. And get their way back to 35 out from the line. One more try in it, they think. Wimmy Lloyd lets the backs run free out wide. A little bit of a scrappy play far side of the field. Who wants it? Not too many keen ball runners this late in the game with a minute left to go now. And Wimmy Lloyd kicks this one out. According to the referee's whistle, we are done. So that's the final score in your first round clash. Associates 22, Palmyra 52. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We'll be back next week with another Fortescue Premier Grade Clash of the Week.